Raleigh, North Carolina. If we got anybody here from Raleigh, North Carolina watching, y'all are about to take an L for this story, for this person's actions, for what they did to a 6-week-old baby. I want you to explain the logic, because I'm sure there's somebody out there that's an apologist that wants to make an excuse for what this woman did. She just didn't know no better, y'all. Before we get into the details, I know there's got to be somebody that's going to explain this, and I want you to just explain the logic in this story, okay? Before we get into the details, and before I say something messed up, let me give you guys a disclaimer first. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I'm using Law and Crime. Again, shout out to them. Thank you for their website and all that they do. So a North Carolina mother, a grown woman, not a child, was arrested after leaving her 6-week-old baby. Did they say allegedly? But I seriously doubt if this is alleged, and I know that they just use that as a precursor for too many stories that they don't know the full details, and it hasn't gone through the court proceedings. But I think we can safely say that she absolutely, this is her child, her car, her situation. She left this baby in the car and wants to explain her way out of it. But they're saying allegedly, but I'm saying that she left her 6-week-old baby in the car while she went to go work a shift at McDonald's. Yes. She is 21 years 21 years old. Her name is Nikita Jones, Nikita. And I'm sure somebody out there wants to make an excuse for her because she's young. She's didn't know no better, y'all. And she was taken into custody on December the 2nd, which was 4 days ago, depending on when you're watching this, after police issued 2 warrants for her arrest on 1 count of misdemeanor child abuse and 1 felony count of intentional child abuse causing serious physical injury. Now, according to WRAL, a local NBC affiliate, the arrest warrants allege that not only did Jones leave her newborn baby 6 weeks old, not 6 months old, not 6 years old, not 6 decades old. 6 weeks. Not even 2 months old. Y'all understand that's practically a newborn? That's a newborn baby, practically. She left her newborn baby unrestrained in her car, where police say that temperatures were only at 40 degrees. She also apparently struck the baby in the face, leaving visible bruising around her eyes. So I'm assuming when she came to the car to check on her baby, that the baby was probably crying, and to stop the baby from crying, she probably thought, oh yeah, that's the logical thing to do. My parents probably punched me in the face when I cried. Let me punch this little newborn baby in the face and make this baby stop crying permanently. I guess that's the logic in that, I guess. I don't know. But nonetheless, police say that Jones left her baby in the car on November the 21st and turned the car off when she went inside the McDonald's restaurant into Raleigh to start her shift. The warrant stated that the incident in which Jones struck her baby took place the day before on November the 20th, and that the girl had bruising, swelling, and scratches on her face. And I want y'all to think about this. When we talk about babies for benefits, y'all remember I talk about that. People don't care about these kids. They only had these babies to collect benefits off of these kids. Hashtag babies for benefits. I believe that's a situation like this, because if you cared about this kid, you will provide for this kid. You did not provide for this kid because you didn't have daycare. Why don't you have daycare? Because you didn't financially plan for this kid, meaning you don't care, right? And too many of us men and women continue to keep having Unprotected sex with no plan for if you get pregnant. We both play a part in this. It sucks and it's horrible. Not only that, when you have the kid, there are so many options. Number one, safe haven. If you can't take care of the child, you can give the child up at no risk to yourself, not facing jail or penalty, not facing child support, and they will take your kid if you take your child to a safe haven location, which is located in every single state. And they say, no questions asked. We will take your child and protect this child. All right? Not only that, more times than none, not all, that's the precursor, hashtag not all, but a lot of women, a lot of custodial parents will receive Section 8, food stamps, housing, and even car vouchers in some situations, help from churches and all kinds of other people, even family members, if they just open their mouth, just for having a kid. So if you have these things to your advantage, then what is the excuse for not having daycare, a sitter to watch your kid? How about the biological father? What is he doing? He's probably about your age. I'm assuming he's probably between the age of 18 and 25. Can he not watch the kid? Can y'all not alternate schedules? Shout out to my daughter's mother, because what we did was I actually got a weekend job where I worked 40 hours a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that way I could watch my daughter Monday through Thursday while she worked Monday through Thursday. We worked it out until we eventually started putting my daughter in a proper daycare that we both trusted. So shout out to my daughter's mother. We did that for a lot of years. We worked together as a family unit. Why is it that you go through all the trouble of getting pregnant by a man? You go through pregnancy and labor, all of this stuff you go through for 9 months, and then the labor on top of that, produce the child, just to then not have a relationship with the man for whatever reason is ridiculous. Matter of fact, if we believe that men ain't shit, which I believe a lot of them aren't, why is it that we continue as society to keep having babies by men who ain't shit? In my humble opinion, I don't think any man under the age of 30 years old should be a father. I don't think they're going to be responsible. I don't think that they're going to be emotionally ready, and they're damn sure not financially responsible more times than not until after their 30s and even pushing 35 and beyond. More times than none, hashtag not all. So why would anybody be producing children by a man under the age of 30 years old, knowing that I have 2,000 plus stories on my channel to prove that it's not a smart idea? So to tell me that you had no other fucking options than to leave a newborn baby in a car while you took your pea-brain dumb ass in there and left that baby in the car to practically freeze to death is inexcusable. There is no excuse. Details about the baby's current condition is not currently available, and it's not known how long she was in the car before she was found. Jones was jailed and held on a $50,000 secured bond for the felony and $5,000 for the misdemeanor, according to court records obtained by WNCN, a local CBS affiliate. Her next court date is December the 10th, which is about 4 days from now, depending on when you're watching. So December the 10th is coming up, when she will be arraigned for the felony charge. She will appear in court again on December the 19th for the misdemeanor charge. I know I say a lot of things that might hurt your feelings, things you may have never heard before, but just tell me when there's something that's not to follow logic. Just tell me when I say something that doesn't follow logic, that makes sense. But don't argue your feelings. Argue what's truth and what's fiction. Let me give you guys a fair usage. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. In my humble opinion, we have to start getting rid of all excuses. Because if you don't, people are going to continue to keep doing this type of stuff. It is unbelievable when a custodial parent, more times than none, it's usually the women, the mother. I'm not trying to just cast aspersions on women, but more times than none, it's usually not the man that has custody. To have all of these options at your discretion, you could give them 20 or 30 more options, and there will still be people that will find a way to still violate children, which is ridiculous. To have that many options and still be this level of stupid. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the thumbs up and share it if you actually feel where I'm coming from. I'm talking about trying to do better for our babies because they need us. They all do.
Noah, thanks. A Raleigh mother faces charges in 2 separate child abuse incidents. In one case, she's accused of intentionally abusing her newborn. The second for allegedly leaving her 6-week-old baby in a freezing cold car. WR's Chelsea Donovan is live at the location where police say the incident occurred. Chelsea, bring us up to speed.
Yeah, let's show you where we're at. We're at the McDonald's in downtown Raleigh, right off of South Street. And this is where police say this Raleigh mother left her 6-week-old baby in a freezing cold car. Now, I want to show you the temperature just of the outside of my vehicle right now. We're hovering around 42, 43 degrees, kind of similar to the air temperature. However, you can not even imagine what it would be like inside this vehicle with the heat off. Let's show you who we're talking about that was arrested yesterday by Raleigh police. This is 21-year-old Nikita Jones. She was taken into custody yesterday after Raleigh police issued 2 warrants for her arrest. Police say she left that baby in her car, not in a car seat, unrestrained, when she started her shift here at this McDonald's. And they say the temperature that day, this was back on November 21st, was hovering around 40 degrees. Now, it's not known yet. We've asked this question, how long that little 6-week-old baby was in the car. But experts say it takes just a matter of minutes on a grown adult for hypothermia to set in, even quicker on a baby less than 2 months old. Now, we should mention this mother, Nikita Jones, also charged with felony intentional child abuse. Police say the day prior to this incident, she struck that 6-week-old baby in the face, causing bruising around the eyes. She's due in court today for that charge, later in the month for the charge regarding leaving that baby in a cold car. We're live in Raleigh. Chelsea Donovan, WRAL News.
Look, I'm just curious, how many apologists are going to be out there that make an excuse for what this woman did to her baby? Like, I just think that we have to start cutting the excuses, and there just has to be consequences, regardless of her age or whatever the case is. Some of these pictures are definitely her, just earlier pictures of her. But nonetheless, I wanted to show you guys this screenshot here. And this actually comes from her Facebook page. This is her real Facebook page. And she posted back on July the 13th. And she says, and I quote, due in October. She's talking about being due for this baby that she clearly don't give a damn about. I named her Cheyenne Jones. And I love that name, Cheyenne. I love that name. She says, I don't think I'm ready for the big change coming up in my life, but I'm willing to at least give it a shot before forcing it downhill. Pray for me. You don't think you're ready, but you had a choice. You could simply just not have sex. Why do you have to have sex? Why do you have to have unprotected sex? Why do you have to go through? See, here's the thing. When you talk about my body, my choice, and people want the right to have abortions, but yet you could stop this pregnancy from continuing, but you don't use that right that you have, even though we all know, or most of us should know, if you do the research, that the majority of the abortions that happen come from the black community, and that is not way of percentage. That is not by way of percentage. That is by way of pure numbers, by way of pure volume. We in the black community have more abortions than any other race of people in the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, I'm sorry. Just saying. You have a choice. You chose to bring this child into this world. You're an adult of age. You way past grown. And then you turn around and be this damn dumb. If you're this damn dumb, I don't think you should ever have kids. If by the time that you're 21 years of age and you don't understand the concept that you shouldn't leave a newborn baby unattended in a car while you're at work and it's freezing cold outside, and you don't reach out and say nothing to nobody, then yes, I don't think you should ever be a parent again. And I hope that baby survives and that baby grows up in somebody else's household, maybe the biological father, but we'll see. Maybe he's a deadbeat. Maybe he's an irresponsible person just like her. And maybe this baby just don't have any advocates and will have to grow up into the system or maybe under another family member's care. But hopefully somebody can allow that baby to grow up and become something great, because I just think she's a bad person, period. Don't make no excuses for people like this, all right? Thank you guys so much for listening to the story. Keep that baby in your prayers, okay? Thank you.